Some SMU alumni who graduated decades ago and some current students admitted they didn't even know that Dr. King actually spoke here on campus. Now they have a historical marker outside the auditorium where he spoke, giving a speech 57 years ago.
Not only have we come a long, long way, but we still have a long, long way to go.
The voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. echoed in McFarland Auditorium Tuesday on the campus of SMU. 57 years earlier, King's words were heard in person when he visited.
His speech balanced hope with reality and called for continuing passionate and unrelenting work of racial justice.
In 1966, Dr. King was invited by the SMU Student Senate. King spoke to a crowd of about 2,000 during a time where the Civil Rights and Voting Rights Act had just passed. Tuesday's event was to unveil a Texas state historical marker recognizing King's speech. The actual marker is at the foot of the steps before you enter McFarland Auditorium. Two students who led the effort to bring a historical marker spoke at the event.
Without the passion of these students over 50 years ago, we would not be here today.
I always love to highlight how this invitation for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to come speak at McFarland was made possible by students. Mostly because these were and are students who recognize the power of their own voice in a world where we were told to be silent.
So the plea facing us today is to move on that additional distance that we have to go with understanding.
Dr. King's speech was about if there had been progress in 1966. SMU Board of Trustee member and pastor Richie Butler says that question 57 years ago still rings true today.
We have come a long ways, but there is still a ways to go. And why? We all need to be asking this question: what am I doing to advance race relations?
Some of the SMU students who were actually on stage with Dr. King were in attendance tonight. Sean Rabb talked to one of them yesterday. Also, one of the family members of the student who actually wrote the letter inviting Dr. King to speak here at SMU was also in attendance tonight.